So let's work on the title and the price of these elements. And for that, I'll add more classes to my HTML code. For the title, so free, plus, and premium, I'll add a class of plan__title. And for the price, unsurprisingly, I add plan__price. Now, of course, these classes have to be added to all plans. So the title to all the titles, and the price, obviously, to all the prices we got here and for the last plan. With that added, we can again jump back to the main.css file and add some styling. And I will add it above the plan features class selector simply because in HTML, the title and the price come prior to the features. So now with that, here we can add the plan__title selector and set, let's say, the color of the text to a darker green. Maybe the same dark green we used before on our page. If we now save this, this looks a bit more like value in my opinion. So I like the look of that. Now the price, that's also something we can change or where we might want to change the style. I will add a plan__price selector here and set it to maybe a grayish color. So maybe let's start with color this gray. Maybe it's not dark enough, so let's pick a different one. Maybe go there. And by the way, if you're using Visual Studio Code, you can click on that RGB function to also get the hex code version of that if you want. Of course, it doesn't really matter. You can use either of the two. We then reload. That looks nice, but not in the highlighted plan. In the highlighted plan, this price especially, it's not looking that great. So let's go back and let's change the style for the highlighted plan price. So for the plan highlighted, plan price, now I'm using a combinator to target only the plan price classes in a element which has the plan highlighted class. There, maybe the better color for the price also is that dark green. Now, since this is also the same color we used for the title, we could also change the title. So I will again use plan highlighted, but now together with the title, and change the color of the title maybe to just white. So with these two changed styles for plan, title, and price in highlighted plans, if we reload, this looks better in my opinion. This really leads to a better style of our plan. With these things added, I'm liking the general look. The buttons are things we can still work on. And you also maybe notice that whilst everything is aligned in the middle, the left and the right plan don't have an equal height, which makes sense because the left plan actually has a line break for this text here, whereas the right one doesn't. Now, with the current tool set, it's not that easy to achieve that they all have the same height. We could set the height property. The problem just is that on bigger devices, where this fits into one line, we'll have a lot of empty space in this box thereafter, since, well, the height is set to a fixed height, but the content height changes depending on how many line breaks we need. We'll later in the course learn about Flexbox, a tool which makes that much easier, which allows us to really position the elements in a way that their height is equal and still looks good when it comes to their content, that their content is centered vertically then, and that you overall can style this in a more appealing way. So for now, this is what we'll work with, but be aware that we will change this throughout the course. We're not stuck with this result. So with that, let's move on and let's work on the button in the next lecture.